Hello everyone, this is Corel Mel with Key Lifestyle Solutions. Grandmother Raven's protocol lights up the sky. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you're here today to listen to your astrological readings for all the air signs, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Oh my goodness, lots going on for you guys. This is for 2026. The format is going to be with an affirmation card for all the air signs. Then I will move into reading the tarot and sum it up for you for each sign with a wisdom oracle card. And at the end, for all the air signs, there will be a mystic shaman oracle card to sum it all up. So moving forward with the readings, they're going to be led, they're always led by spirit, but intuitively, I'm going to only do readings when I'm called to do them. So that may mean that they're not consistent in a linear way that most people are expecting. I am getting a strong message for my own world. I don't know if anybody else is feeling this, but for my own world, I have to follow more of my intuitive guidance as to when and not to do things. What to ingest, what not to ingest. So I'm accumulating that and working with that in different ways. Muscle testing, clearly listening to the message from spirit. And today's readings may reveal some of that for yourselves on this journey, this 2026 1 year. Along with that, what we have is the fire horse starting in the Chinese lunar year, which starts on February 15th. And depending on the animal that you have, there's more to learn about that. But also what I'm conveying to students and clients alike, this is the year to find your inner guru, your inner master. I'm merely holding space, and that's what this year is about. And so I'm learning that for my internal peace, bliss, and being in my own body and not being affected so much by the outside world. So it's interesting. Air and fire can really fuel things. So I feel that the air signs are going to have a lot of help moving forward from the fire horse. That's my sense for this year for you guys. So let's see what your affirmation cards are going to be for this reading for all of you. Beautiful signs. We have healing relationships. Ooh, interesting. So with profound self-reflection and boundless compassion, I embark upon the healing journey of past relationships that have caused me pain, liberating my spirit from the shackles of resentment. I shower forgiveness upon myself and others, basking in the radiant embrace of love and reconciliation. Wow. So I think this is going to be a big theme for many folks, but apparently it's a main theme for all our beautiful air signs. And we're going to be learning a lot of going inside and discovering more that our authentic being, this is the interesting piece that I am finding. Our authentic being had always been there. And we've gone on journeys to discover who we are. There's got to be more to life. All those questions, who am I, blah, blah, blah. It's been sitting there all the time, right in front of us. And so there isn't this big thing that you need to keep seeking because you already have it. It's just whether you recognize it or not. So once we start to love ourselves more and more and more, this becomes more evident. And so this may be the starting piece for some of you, maybe not. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. That's what I've been feeling, that 2025 was kind of like this final, really, do you get it? About you need to love self and you need to care for yourself. And And that's a big theme for a lot of folks. Beautiful affirmation card. Okay, so let's get on to the reading. We're going to start with Aquarius. All my beautiful Aquarians, Happy New Year. May 2026 shine upon you in a really good way. Okay, we have out of the gate 21, the World card in reverse, and 5 of Wands in reverse. Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? So at this juncture of what's happening in the world, there's a sense of something hasn't completed for you, Aquarius. You are still at odds as to what the sacred geometry of your personal life, how it's unfolding for you. So where it's taking me is to the flower of life. She's standing in the flower of life, the hoop of life. And there's the sacred geometry within this. And really, you know, there is so much the universe gives us for tools, all kinds of different things. There's been always all kinds of different ways. And ultimately, we end up coming back home. But your journey hasn't taken you there yet. The good news is this 5 of Wands, you're not in conflict anymore. So the conflict was with relationships for you specifically, Aquarius, from the past. And so 2025 might have cleaned up a lot of that relational feelings about how you felt about relationships in your life, and maybe you're going to a new approach. So you're still learning a lot about relationship with self, forgiveness for self, loving self, basking in the radiant embrace of love. So sometimes, well, what we don't know what that exactly feels like. Do we really know what it feels like? And so you're going to be on a journey. You're still on a journey discovering all that. I just want to point out 2 and 1 is 3, and 3 is a number for life, meaning it gives life. So it's going to eventually, as the year goes on, and maybe once we get into the year of the horse, that's going to change up for you. And of course, there's going to be other things happening. But what I like about what they're showing me so far is that the 5 of Wands, it really means that you're not fighting against yourself anymore. You're just allowing, and you're like, heck, why not? Like, let's see what this is like to embrace something else in the world. Get to know thyself more. I think that at the end of the day, what we're faced with is the world is changing very, very rapidly around us. A lot of it is really good, and some folks don't see it as that. However, there's that sense of wanting to control everything, and they don't want things to change because they're comfortable where they are. Ultimately, it has to change. And AI is one of those things that we're facing. It's like you can use it as a tool, but be very, very, very aware how quickly it can sweep you into its grasp and start taking over. The other thing is what can I believe that I see? Well, that's why your intuition is going to be more important than ever. So I just want to clarify around the World card in reverse. So we have, oh, wow. So this is good. We got the 3 of Pentacles right side up. We got the Hermit reversed and the 8 of Wands. So what it's going to feel like is interesting to me is that you're not going to want to go within. And it feels like there's so much going on. I want to be a part of it. I want to explore and play. And so with Pluto going into Aquarius, you're kind of like at the beginning stages of exploration about what your life is. And Pluto came out of Capricorn last year, and I have a Capricorn rising, and I can say, I didn't think it was affecting me, but it definitely did. It definitely did. It's in my rising sign, even though I'm a double Taurus moon, sun moon. It didn't matter because with Uranus in there in Taurus, that even added another pebble of stuff to say the least. And so maybe right now, as far as 2026 goes, like, I don't know if I want to do that singular thing. Maybe you felt like you've been doing the singular thing for quite a while and you want to expand and you want to work with other people and work on projects. It's like, no, I want to be part of the world. I want to do things. And there's this burning desire, this 8 of Wands, is I really want to show up authentically. So this is the part that you're going to be learning. The nice thing is you don't have this conflict of the 5 of Wands interfering. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, that kind of feeling. So if this is resonating with you, this isn't for everyone, of course, but if it's resonating with you, please put a little like, the like, subscribe. Maybe you just happen to come by, leave a comment, and maybe save this video so that you can come back and look at it sometime during the year. There's something else left unsaid here. So I want to know more clarity around the 8 of Wands for you, Aquarius. Okay. Yeah. The reason why this is going to go so quickly, like, it's going to move. There's lots of things moving. 7 of Swords, it's not going to feel like you're under somebody's thumb, that somebody's stealing or taking advantage perhaps, and that's going away. So, which is really great. It's going away because the things that you've been holding from the past, you're finally letting them go. And you're walking towards peace, like peace within self. So there's a ray of hope. When I look at these cards, let's just move these up here. When I look at these cards, like the 8 of Cups, I just feel like this relief. Like I can finally see the direction I want to go. That doesn't mean the healing has stopped. Absolutely not. We're a human. We're a soul having a human experience, that there's more we need to experience. So there's absolutely all that's happening. So being that we have this Hermit in reverse, there will be a time when you feel that you're going to need to go within and just internalize, what was that? What was that experience? What just happened? Like maybe something happens and you're like, whoa, where did that come from? So you might need to be in community, working on projects, or you might need to be in community with like-minded souls who support you on your journey. And as you do this journey, you're going to see how you're weaving your life that works for you. That's why I like this. And I like that the 7 of Swords is really, you're indifferent about, kind of like, I used to give space for that. I don't anymore. So you're putting in new boundaries for yourself, Aquarius. And you have a really good idea about what you want to cultivate, but it's at the beginning stages, and there's so much more to explore, so much more to realize. And yeah, it's just going to be, it's a different year for everybody, but being that it's a 1 year, I like how this is coming through, is because you're putting yourself out there and not excluding yourself. Maybe before it felt easier to do that, but you're going to try on new things. And it's only because this conflict with self is over, right? And you're willing to mend old relationships. And this doesn't have to quantitate to just this lifetime. It could be your ancestor lineage, like your blood lineage, ancestors of other lifetimes. So all those connections are finally being realized. And then the thing that you realize is, like, when you heal something for you, it ripples out 7 generations ahead and back to help them. And I actually have started, instead of looking like that in a linear line, I look at it as a circle, because we're in our inner circle. So it heals other circles of lifetimes of other people that you're connected to. So the web, the consciousness of humans keeps growing. People are becoming more aware. So this is really amazing for you, Aquarius, for 2026. Is like, you know, it may not be happening in the first couple of months. I see it like later on down the road where this realization comes in. And it doesn't matter if you don't know right now. You're just trying to figure out what I want to do, how I want to do it, who's involved, who's not involved. Do you care? No, you don't. What you care about is, at the end of the day, peace and bliss within yourself. This is amazing. Like, incredibly, you know, what comes through this is, yes, it's intuitive, but you are sensing and feeling and knowing. So this is a different place for you. Yeah, if you've been doing your inner work, it's kind of like exalted. So the signs that you're in, I mean, the planets that are part of you this year, it's exalted in, well, it could be like Pluto in Aquarius is a big one. And this is where you're going to see a lot of progress. And it's a long journey with Pluto in Aquarius. I just want to say it is, but it's so worth it. Like, I wouldn't change my experience of what I had, being that it was in my rising sign. No, I don't know what it, well, I kind of do. I was going to say, I don't know what it's like to have it in your moon and rising sign, but I kind of do, because I've had clients that went through that, and it was like big life-changing stuff. So it's dependent on your age too. Are you an elder? Are you a young person? You know, things might change up not as drastically as an elder than if you're a young person and you're just starting out and learning. Like, you're kind of like the babe in the woods kind of deal. But wow, this is like bringing the world to you. You're walking into it. Lots is going to happen. The world, you're bringing the world's coming to you, but it's not quite focused on yet how it affects the world. It's definitely not 2025 as a beginning, right? So there's lots to learn, especially about healing these relationships. And I would suggest that if you're struggling and having a tough time, you know, seek out an energy worker, talk to a best friend, a mentor, like whatever works for you, do it. Find somebody who has some wisdom behind it, and yeah, you'll be good to go. But you're navigating this very much on your own very well. Like, see these two eights? Eights are about patterns, and patterns are getting healed, and relationships need work on the patterns that we continue to do that harm ourselves and others. Wow, that's a very powerful reading for you, Aquarius. Ooh, my la. Okay, we're going to pick your wisdom card. Wisdom Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. She's like one of my favorite tarot oracle creators. There's a richness in her cards, I tell you. I really love her cards. Okay, what do we got here? The Horse King, assistance and control. Oh, isn't this for you, Aquarius? Wow. See the white horse? And the horse is bowing. And that means you're kind of getting the name of the game. I see perhaps what this sacred geometry is on the world card is that you're starting to see where you're supposed to be standing so that you can put stuff out into the world that the world needs. And you're allowing spirit to guide you through that. That means that you are going to be discovering your own guru master self. Plus 42 makes a 6. That's the ancestors. That's the part that comes in that you're going to learn from. There's a lot of good gifts coming in for you in 2026. With a 6. It's got 6 in it. So, pivotal year for you guys. Pay attention. I was just saying, pay attention. And if this is this could be your rising sign, Aquarius, you know, or maybe it's in Venus. You know, Venus is a big deal right now. So look at your personal charts. And if you don't know any of this, no biggie. You might come across someone who does, and they can help you with that. Maybe explain more to you. Astroseeks.com is an excellent place to go look things up. It's a wealth of info in regards to astrology. Anyway, the Horse King. The Horse King always comes to lend you the power to go the distance. See, look, this distance. Forging ahead, whatever the weather. You will most certainly reach your perfect destination with this noble ally. He lets you know that some person or circumstances brought through synchronicity will certainly appear to help you with your endeavors. That could be this. You aren't meant to go this part of the journey alone. No, you aren't. Like I said, you may need a mentor, a friend, a partner, a soulmate, somebody, but community, maybe that's all you need, is going to help you through this. This is also an important time to delegate authority to others so that they may assist you. Currently, you're magnetic to powerful people who are in a position to help make your dreams come true. The Horse King asks that you remain open to those who are sent to aid you. You can be assured that you will be lifted up and will ride high in victory. So I like this because you're the horse, right? There's lots to gain this year. Incredibly so, depending on your animal too. Eight of Wands is going to move you really quickly, like so fast. And you're very aware of that. You will be in victory this year. It's going to become clearer and clearer and clearer. And what I love that you guys have is these two cards in reverse. This is huge because this is conflict with folks that really don't get you. And if they don't get you, make some boundaries. Get them out of your... I'm serious. Like, don't entertain the ones who poo-poo on your dream. No, do not let them. You got to do you, and we all have to do ourselves, figure out who we are. Sometimes you might be alone on it, like the hermit here, but yeah, you're not hermitizing anymore in the sense. The only time you're going to be doing the hermit thing is when something happens and you have to regroup. So it's here for a reason. Note that cards that you have free will over. See, we all have free will, so you can have free will to decide in this year if you want to show the world, but you may not be ready for that. Okay? And so just know who your allies are. Know who your allies are and know thyself. Beautiful. I love that for you guys, Aquarius. That's amazing. All right, so please like, share, and subscribe. If there's something that resonates with you right now, please leave a comment. Maybe you come back and listen to this later, and then you go, whoa, that's exactly what I've been going through. Please leave a comment. It's always helpful. Okay. Thank you, and we'll talk to you very soon. Now we're on to our Geminis. Gemini. So as I was mentioning at the beginning, and if you didn't listen to it, these are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. But to note that I'm not always going to be doing it in a linear way. It's going to be when I'm called to do the readings. And there's going to be a reason why I have to do the reading, not to just do the reading. So just giving you a heads up. So what we got here for you, Gemini, we got 6 of Cups in reverse and 5 of Cups in reverse. Wow. So Gemini, what I like this for you is you were a little lost in the emotional area. Something really crashed your world and your heart, you know, your heart was just damaged. I'm going to say it's not damaged. hurt. And it was really hard to take in. And the Six of Cups in reverse is like a difficulty connecting with your inner child. But it's also in regards to ancestral healing that has to happen. And you may not be aware of it right now. It's beyond what you thought it could be. It's very elusive. It's the card that comes after the Five of Cups, right? But being that it's in reverse, there's still something here that you have to learn from the experience that happened. It's nice that you got out of this dark night of the soul piece. But here you are trying to figure out how to access that inner kid to bring joy back. And 2026 is all about that for you. Healing relationships. This is huge because it taps into your ancestral bloodline and ancestors from other lifetimes. And astrologically, Gemini, okay, you got Uranus coming into your sign and it's leaving my sign and going into your sign, and it's the planet. It grandiosos everything. It's like your trump card, but it brings in grandeur and freaking surprises you would have never thought. Like all of a sudden, whoa, where did that come from? And whoa, now that's happening. So for you, Gemini, yeah, that's when you get into April. That might be when some of this occurs for you, is when Uranus goes into your sign. That's pretty big. So I just want to clarify this Six of Cups a little further because, you know, cups are the hearts. Cups is water. Oh, wow. So 5 of Wands, you're coming out of a conflict. So this definitely is with other humans. And this could be a big family squabble. Oh my goodness. And the good news is that you're coming out of that. Look at, we got 2 5s here. It is based on relationships. So for you this year is healing relationships. Deep relationships. Relationships that don't serve any longer. It might be really difficult to let them go. I don't know. I think 60% of you, maybe 50, only half of you maybe feel you can't let it go, but you're working really hard on doing that. You're trying to create a new world for yourself. 2026 is going to give you some energy to do that. Oh yes, because here comes the Magician and you're going to figure it out sometime during the year. And whoa, all the way to the Knight of Wands, fast action and celebration. It's like something's going to happen. So, and the Wheel of Time, like 10. In the Earth count, this is measure and intellect. This is like, there's a timing piece here. And that's the part that maybe is throwing you off a little bit. Uranus will do that. Because it seems like it just picks the time and does it. There's no rhyme or reason for the timing. And so maybe you're more structured in your life and you like timing. You like to know when things are supposed to happen. Maybe the mystery of the unknown is not your typical self. So when you discover that, then you can start working with the energies in your favor. And you can do some of this work. So there's inner work, yes, but it's also, how can I tap into my gifts? Because there's going to be something exciting that's going to come your way that you start to realize, Gemini. Like, yeah, you know, these are the wands, right? And the Knight of Wands is like a fast moving energy. There's not messages. There's energy coming in to really move you along and put you in a whole new space to understand who you are. And this is exciting because I remember going through this journey myself this past 7 years. Yes, it's a long time, 7 years. But wow, from beginning to end, I'll tell you what, so much has changed. And I'm excited about this year because I get to step into a new 9-year cycle with new beginnings and new possibilities. And I'm really excited about that. So no downer here. All the stuff that happened in the last 7 years have all had a reason and huge gifts inside of them. Huge. Okay, so I hope that gets you a little excited about what may be coming down the pipe. Any more clarity for our beautiful Gemini folk? Let's see if there's anything else they want to impart. Okay, there is, and I'm just going to look at the bottom of the deck. 2 of Pentacles. We have 2 of Pentacles. It was in reverse, but I'm not looking at this in reverse. I'm looking at this from a masculine, feminine perspective of you are going to be able to figure this out in 2026 and put a plan in place how you're going to move forward. That's the important thing. You're going to put a plan in place, 2 of Pentacles, of how am I going to maneuver with this new reality that I'm in? Okay, that's good. Yeah, see this? 7 of Pentacles and the Sun. So I love this for you in 2026. It's like, there's going to be a lot of excitement. This is the best card in the deck. It's the 19. It also comes to 10 if you add them together, which is a 1. And that means this year, it's going to illuminate to you where you need to be following your bliss. And you've been cultivating some of these ideas for a very long time. So now is the time to show and reveal what you've been working on. Or, if it's not something like that, maybe you're an inventor because Uranus is about invention and intervention. And it's around health. It's amazing. So whatever it is that you have been doing, you're going to be able, it's going to feel like you can bring it forward. And so there's lots to share here. And there's lots to share. There's fast moving. You're going to have, you're an air sign. So you have the fire horse to help move that forward. I love that because here it is. Look at the horse. This is your year. So Gemini, you need to go within and really, for those of you who are very connected, it's going to be so important about the timing. And this is what you have to be aware of. Do not jump too fast because you're excited. You want to hear your higher wisdom, your higher self as to when to move forward and bring this up because you've been nurturing this forever and a day. And it's time to bring it forth. If you keep over nurturing it, you're never going to get it to market. You're never going to get this relationship to change. It's you that are making the changes inside of yourself that all of this can happen. Like whatever it is, maybe you are leaving a marriage and you have a new relationship and you're like, I'm going to grow with this relationship. Maybe you have a new community, a new group. Maybe you're formulating your own healing practice. Whatever it is, Gemini, just put it to work. So it's enough of the I'm not good enough. I have too much to work on. I'm not worthy. I have imposter syndrome. No, you're too magical to go down that road. So this is your year to bring it forward. Wow, that's exciting for you guys. Like, it's really cool. Wow, Gemini. I like that. So we're going to now move on to your Wisdom Oracle card that sums it up for you. And really, if this resonates, please leave a comment. I love to read the comments. I really do. I would take, if people left more comments, I would be ecstatic in reading the comments. Name of the game too is attracting. I see all the yellow. It's like, it's sunny. It's these things that you're creating. Look at this. Like, this is 19. This is 1. This is like after the Fool. It's like, wow. is a perfect year to do this. Oh my God, get out of here. I shuffled these cards. The Horse King, assistance and control. This what came out for Aquarius. Amazing. And it's a 6. Look, 6. Remember I said this is ancestral? So wrap your head around that. Like, just get her done, right? You're done with the 5. You know, you're done with the stuff. It's not time to be worrying about the stuff. It's time to get this out to the world, whatever you got. Man, it's true. It's true. Okay, I'll read it to you. Oh my goodness. Okay. 1, 2. The Horse King always comes to lend you the power to go the distance, forging ahead, whatever the weather. You will most certainly reach your perfect destination with this noble ally. He lets you know that some person or circumstance brought through synchronicity will certainly appear to help you with your endeavors. Even though that did not come up, there is something in the works that somebody will be coming to help. And like I said, this depends on how you want to go about it. Like, you've got options, is what I want to say. So some of the signs don't have as many options, but you have many. You aren't meant to go this part of the journey alone. Okay. So maybe that's why it's like you need to seek out somebody who can mentor or just change the focus. And sometimes going to ceremonies and rituals when you're in community, you get an aha, you get a realization all on your own. It's not somebody is trying to mirror to you. And maybe the mirroring is happening in the group and there's a trigger there and it's like, oh, I didn't know I placed so much judgment on that. That's not very attractive. Like something like that. And then you make the change. So this is also an important time to delegate authority to others so that they may assist you. Currently, you're magnetic to powerful people who are in a position to help make your dreams come true. The Horse King asks that you remain open to those who are sent to aid you. Remember, you got to be open. Like, don't question that. You can be assured that you will be lifted up and will ride high in victory. So that's only if you're willing to stop keeping everything to yourself and showing up in the world. Okay, we don't have the world card here, but we have the sun. And it's just going to get really exciting by July. That's what they're showing me. July. I don't know why for you guys, but yeah, you'll be out of your Gemini season and we'll be going into Cancer. So, well, it's great. It's really great. Wow. That's really amazing. And just to note, Uranus is a planet, one of the outer planets, and it moves through a sign, yes, every 7 years. But we won't have the same experience for another 84 years. Ha ha. Isn't that crazy? Well, for Taurus, anyway. But I like that. That is your reading, Gemini. Congratulations. Love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Truly grateful. Slowly, slowly goes the race. And we'll talk to you very soon. Oakley dokley. Well, here we are. Here we are with our Libra folk. Hello, Libra. In case you didn't hear what I said in the beginning, I'm just going to reiterate that you've come to listen to your astrological report for 2026 for Libra. I'm not going to be doing the readings in a very linear way. They're all going to be focused on when I'm told to do a reading for whichever sign, and that's what's going to get posted. And it might, I don't know, it could happen 2 days in a row for the same sign. It could be one a month. Maybe there's none for you in the month. That just tells me that things are the status quo and they're moving along. There's nothing really huge to report. Okay. That's my intent for the new year, is to follow what's my higher self and spirit is asking. That creates space. For me as a creator and a dreamer, it creates space. All right, so what do we have for you? Oh my goodness. Libra, we got 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands. And the right side up for you. Libra. Okay. You're an amazing air sign, but here's the thing. 2026 is going to feel like you can't get unstuck for some reason. We're going to clarify this. Like, whoa. Like, all these cups are spilled. And it's like, you're not happy with self. So there's a story going on about self-value, conflict with people. What's going on? You got to look inside. Okay, healing relationships. You're not being truthful if you say, oh, yeah, I forgive them. And you really don't. Like, there's a problem there. There's something inside of you. Because this is just going to happen again. It's going to repeat. It's going to repeat. Remember, it's a 1 year, and it's the fire horse year, which is Chinese lunar New Year. Starts on February 15th. And this is a wands. And you do not want to fan the fire of all the negative, low vibrational energy that is happening. You do not want to fan that. You're going to have to, oh my goodness, like, I'm going to send you a big hug, because this could be around events. We're going to clarify this for you, but this could be around past events or events that's going to happen in 2026 that really kind of pull the rug out from under you. But there's recovery from this, okay? This is just giving you information about, now this isn't for all of you, okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest. But this could be around career. Maybe you lost your job in 2025 and you just can't get over that. You have to change careers. Maybe you came out of a love relationship. You thought you were going to get married and now you're not, like, there's conflict on the inside. So something has to heal on the inside. So off the bat, 2026 is just every moment that comes along, and depending on what you're recycling through, how old you are, all of that. What is the thing that you're going to be dealing with? Because if you're a younger Libra, you're going to have challenges. If you're, moving towards elder years, you've got experience, you know how to handle this, you know how to come out of it really fast. It's a 1 year, it's a new cycle. And if the fire horse is there, you're gonna come out of it really quickly. So that's good news, right? If you're an elder, this is just those low vibration energies that are still stuck on the heart chakra, root chakra, the lower chakras, okay? The bottom 3. What's happening is that's becoming a stalemate. So you might be recycling, depending on your age, through 1 through 4 chakras, because the higher ones is like the ones you love. You're an air sign. But maybe you're in the lower chakras and it's not as comfortable. And so maybe you're not seeing or feeling what you need to feel. Okay, this is all new for you. This could be something happen and it's just all new. Now, on the bright side of this, the only way is up, right? So, and this could be at the beginning of the year, like beginning of this year. So I'm recording this on January 4th. So we did a big full moon ceremony last night. And I tell you what, I had so much energy after that ceremony. It was crazy. It was like, yes, it was joyful and everything like that. But it was like I got a blast of energy given by the universe. And that's better than any alcohol, I'll tell you. Better than any drug. Better. Way better. Oh, yes, hands down. So maybe you're drowning your sorrows. Maybe somebody really pissed you off over the holiday. You know, that's the reason why this came up. Now, these cards are in reverse, are not in reverse, sorry. They're neutral. So the good news about this, we got the King of Wands and the Page of Cups. Now, I look at these as people in your life. Now, this here is a very suave masculine, very strong, debonair. He's charismatic. So you could be having an issue with an fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But there's a message that wants to come through that you need to take care of your heart. So yeah, these are neutral because you haven't made a decision about this yet. And we're looking at the energy right now. So even though this is going for even though this is a reading for 2026, this is like current energy. However, I'm also getting April, May that this experience hasn't happened yet and it's coming up. All right. If this is a career, there's a conflict here. You are the younger employee and this is an older employee. Yeah, definitely. It's telling me they're older. And so you're the subordinate. You have a boss that is very overbearing and maybe narcissistic. I don't know. They keep wanting to control you and they're not letting you utilize your creative gifts. Or this is a past boss. He's trying to get in touch with you because he's trying to lure you back. There's, there's something there. When I look at this with the pig and the bull, it's like, yeah, when pigs fly, like, yeah, right. Whatever you're hearing, it's like, oh, do I have to leave my body to hear that? Actually, no, you don't. You want to stay grounded. So it's like, stay grounded. Hear your higher self, but stay grounded. Watch out for people who are full of shit, basically. And so this person could be like that. This person typically is not upfront. Like they hide things and manipulate. This could be a manipulator, a player. On the good side of this could be a very high quality person who's trying to teach you. And it could be an elder. This could be a family member who also is just trying to look out for you. But maybe it's not theirs to do. Maybe you have to set new boundaries about that. So there's something here about relationships and a message that you need to hear from your higher self. And when you do, voila. See how these cards go? Voila. Look at wands and wands. So conflict with people, it's a boss. And Page of Cups, it's like you haven't been able to hear your higher self, but voila, here you are, Libra. Here you are. It's always been there. You've always heard it. You just chose to ignore it. You've always, and I'm going to use always very carefully here. When there's conflict, you close your heart and don't listen to your higher self. So something to look at. Well, what's here that is in conflict? Because it might be just with yourself. It's really, the people are just mirrors, okay? So whether it's family, a close relationship, like a love relationship. And of course, all our relationships are either around our job, our work, our community, our family, friends, right? Take what resonates. Of course, there might be somebody in the family, like I said. But here's the thing. Even though this person is trying to impart their wisdom, they're just doing the best they can with what they got. It doesn't mean they're healed and they know what they're talking about. They're just doing the best they can because they care. They do. They really, I believe that this person cares at the end of the day. And you owe it to yourself, if you're a young person, to listen to that elder wisdom. There might be something really there for you to hear. But again, you're going to be listening to your higher self. Is this true for me or is it not true? Like, honestly, we're healing relationships. this is really deep for you guys this year, Libra. It is about relationships. Relationships from the past that you have to let that old stuff go. You cannot hang on to it anymore. This might be a father dynamic. It could be a mother that has a strong masculine energy. So whatever it is, kind of put it in your particular story. Libra, I'd like to also see what else is here for you. Oh my gosh. That's what the affirmation cards. Well, you know, maybe that was supposed to be for you. That's hilarious because I look for the... Okay, let's be honest. Look at this. Inner strength. I draw upon my inner strength and resilience in times of difficulty. I can overcome any challenge that comes my way. I am a warrior of light. Remember that. I'm a warrior of light. And I share brightly, even in the darkest of times. So even if this was a horrible, horrible experience or whatever it is, remember, you are a light person. You are a light being. You are here to discover something, to share. And so these challenging moments are just that. Okay, they're going to pass through. Find a way to do ceremony, a ritual or something, to figure out, is this for me? Like, is this for me? You don't always have to do ceremony. You can just do a meditation. Sometimes we just need some quiet time. Rely on what you do best. Okay? Before you take action in doing things, really be sure before you take that step. And that is interesting that that card came out for you. But we're going to take it. You know, I find interesting things like, no, that's wrong because it's not in the deck. No, it actually is right. It ended up in there somehow, and it was meant for you. So I like that, though. That was like this extra little affirmation for you guys. Nobody else got that. Ooh, it's because of the type of reading you had, maybe? That could be. Okay, look, the Tower came out. So this is telling me, remember I said these cards are like this, right? All right, I'll put them back because you haven't decided this yet. Okay, that's just where it is right now. And then the Tower happens. But remember this. I draw upon my inner strength and resilience in times of difficulty. So this Tower moment is going to cause this change. Okay? And it's a good change for 2026. It's not going to feel like that in the moment, but it is a good change. Okay? It's a Tower moment. Things have to come apart in order to be rebuilt for you. So this is coming out. Yes, it's almost in reverse, but I think if you make some new decisions, they're not in reverse. Well, this one isn't, and this one is in reverse. And so you're going to figure out a way to clear this karma. It's no longer going to be attached to you. So you might want to engage in a group healing that helps you move to the next stage. It could be a Reiki group healing. It could be a shamanic integrated healing. We do those in our community. Or wherever you are, you might find a really cool energy worker that helps you, or a shamanic coach or something like that can help you transform this ancestral energy. That, yeah. Like, it's not putting a spell or anything like that. It's you being able to master your own inner guru and get out of the confines of anything that's distorted in the 10th chakra. People who are developing their chakras in the 10th may not have this experience at all. But that doesn't mean you're not feeling it in the cellular memory, okay? Or other lifetimes. But whatever this karma is, it's going to get resolved through your quick action taking in this year. So, yes, this is huge. Okay, this means to me that The moment this happens, you clear it out. It's done. 2026. Boom. You're good. That's why this inner strength card is there, because don't think you're not resilient, Libra, because you freaking are. You're amazing. I know some Libras, and they are very amazing people. They just have this, they have brilliant minds. Brilliant. They can be great creators, but they often, I find, just from folks I know, they go and they go and they go and they manifest, and then something happens, and they sabotage it. It's wild, but I've seen it quite a few times, and so there's reasons for it. This is kind of explaining some of the reason. But these people, yeah, it's karmic. It's very karmic. This card can be a karmic soulmate, like a lifetime where you've been together many times, and this keeps repeating and repeating, and it just destroys your world. Well, it feels like it destroys your world, but you resolve it. So this karma ends in this lifetime. That's really good. It gets resolved. It gets cleaned up. Wow. Okay, so that's you guys, Libra. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm truly grateful. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we shall see you in the next reading, whenever that is. Okay, so let's put that there and this here. We're moving on to the final oracle for all our air signs, the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Oh, it has, oh goodness. You know what? I want to take those cards, but no. Something told me to put them back. Look at, it's too many. Spirit. Okay. What is that? Mayan Oracle for all our air signs, sacred ones. Truly grateful. Just 2 is good, but 6, no. We just need 1 or 2. Okay. Gave me 2. Okay. Obviously, we have to go with this. I love this. Okay. So a lot of you had 8s around patterns and cycles and stuff. And so what we have is the arrow, a 3 card, and the circle, an 8 card. And this is about past, 8th chakra can be about past lives, or looking at the Akashic records. Specifically all lifetimes, past, present, and future. If I put these 2 numbers together, 8 and 3 is 11, and then it comes to a 2. But 11, because we're in a 1 year, I think of the 2 of Pentacles, I think of the 2 of Wands, I think of the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Cups. It's like on the precipice of discovering something, to me, as you move forward. So, yeah. And 11 is like a number in the earth count. 11 is the number of the stars, and it's in the Nagwal space. So yes, we're going to be learning more about our higher intuition, our higher self, our higher knowing. You can't do that well if you're not grounded. And that's what they're saying. Air signs typically can have a hard time being grounded. That doesn't mean, and nobody else is having this challenge. They are, but they're pointing here. Please pay attention to being grounded, and take the arrow and move it towards something that's going to be more in focus for you, because I'm seeing this as sparks and something like that's what's going to cause the tower, like not cause the tower, but it may be the pinnacle point that moves the tower, and boom, things happen. Okay, this is very interesting for all the air signs. And then the circle is like your inner medicine wheel, your inner circle, your community, your ancestors, because this kept coming up. Healing relationships. Okay, let's take a look what 3 is. Okay, so receiving this symbol reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling, release attachments, and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. So that showed up for some of you. Definitely. And the arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. So that came up for Gemini. So, man, you got to get it out there. You can't keep it hidden anymore and just think but there's one more thing. No, it's not time to do that. When the arrow zings through the air, it is inviting you to pay attention and signifying that you are about to make your mark in some aspect of your life. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know that your desires and intentions have traveled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. Trust that your job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize, yet releasing your intention with full expectation that it will land as it is supposed to. Don't worry about the how or the exact form. This is not a time to interfere with the manner in which the arrow flies. It will make its mark and you will have cause to celebrate. So even though on the horizon of some things, it's looking like it's the worst feeling ever and the worst thing, but it's actually going to be the best thing ever. So that's not for all of you, but there's an essence here for everyone who is listening today. Or maybe at a different time when you hear this. This is a time to admit that by continuing on the path you are on, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. Could it be that you've become so attached to winning this game that you have missed the true mark? What if your arrow was never meant to land where you wanted it? Okay, so this is the other deal, especially with Geminis. You got Uranus going into your sign, okay, for 7 years. Now is the time to regroup and ask yourself if what you desire is really worth your energy. So this is important. This is really important. You do not want to be putting energy in this 1 year to things that have nothing to do with your sacred dream. Okay, I'm just saying. You do not want to waste energy on that. This is a sign that something better is waiting. Consider the wisdom in not getting what you want. Suffering in this case is a pathway to heal the parts of you that feel unworthy. And I'm thinking of the Libras here. The parts that worry that there isn't enough. And make peace with those voices. What is truly yours will be waiting for you. Don't lose sight of that. It's a journey. Okay, you're going to learn many things along the way, but know that Spirit's on your side. Spirit's got your back. You're on the straight and narrow here. 2026. The circle. Number 8. Unification, interconnectedness, and a sense of continuum is what this card implies. The circle reminds us we are all one, dancers in a unified, continuous, inclusive circle. This card reminds us of the cycles of life and the evolving self, ever-changing and always connected. Human spirit, nature, the cosmos, all intrinsically connected. When the circle appears, it reminds you that you are connected to everything and everyone. Okay, this came up. For the air signs, it's really about the bloodline and ancestors and lifetimes. Okay, that's what has to heal. Including spirit in this circle. You are spirit, okay? Spirit's essence beats in your heart and inspires you to co-create your world, knowing that you count, that you have purpose in this world. Imagine even a smile to a stranger can change the course of a life. When the circle invites you to dance in the sacred steps of life, know that your work, your love, your service brings greater value than you can know. You'll never know. But just know that when you take action and keep your heart open, and hold space for others. That's what will happen. Stay the course, keep dancing, and all will be well. When the circle comes as your medicine, you're meant to come to an understanding of the importance of decay and letting go, the importance of dying to an old form and being reborn anew. If you are fated with the challenge of loss or disappointment, remember this: in the circle of life, nothing is ever wasted. Love will seek itself again. Prosperity will come from a new idea or opportunity, and spirit always waits for you to find your place in the dance again. It's so true. I lived a lot of that in 2025. Air signs, you're not broken. That's what Spirit's telling me. You're not broken. You're just on this amazing circle of life journey. And, you know, if you heal that relationship inside of you first, then the rest is gravy. It truly is. Oh, these were amazing readings for today. I love what the information had. There was a really great flow. So thank you for showing up. Truly grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope to see you or a comment at some time or point in my life. I'm truly grateful that you stopped by. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, leave a comment if you can, if this resonates, and we'll talk to you very, very soon in another reading.